Most important source is my gut.
Okay.
But there's certain markets that we feel are underserved with the types of products that we develop. We typically play within the upscale and upper upscale segments of the market, which is below luxury but above the budget levels. So it's something that's, for the most part, is approachable, is accessible to a wide range of consumers, be it business, transient, leisure. And the secret is really being able to create something that's affordable and that constrains us in the sense that right now with such a robust real estate market down here in Miami, we find ourselves competing with condo developers to buy the best sites. So we got to continue to be very judicious in our ability to source new opportunities, to be able to create something at a price point that allows us to cater to the customer that we typically target, which is that $200 to $400 a night guest. When we underwrite an opportunity, we go in with our eyes wide open. We understand that there's a very high probability that market conditions will change. So we conservatively structure these transactions to be able to weather this inevitable storm that's going to happen during our ownership. We're long-term holders. We don't necessarily sell our assets a short period of time after opening them. So we go through the entire development process. Our core competency, our specialty, if you will, is to buy a raw piece of dirt and entitle it, going through the zoning and entitlements process with the municipality within which we're locating this property, and designing and constructing. That entire process typically takes anywhere between 2 to 3 years. So right now the greatest challenge is construction, availability of resources, availability of qualified labor. You're talking about a market that was decimated in the construction industry 6 or 7 years ago that now has activity at unprecedented levels. And you still have the same players building these buildings and the same subcontractor base and the same material suppliers. And there's just an incredible strain on resources. So our greatest challenge is identifying and aligning ourselves with the right teams that will be able to perform. We play at a segment that is approachable to a wide array of consumers. So we basically play in a segment of our room nights are our rooms are sold between the prices of $150 to $450 depending on the time of year per night, whereas most of the new supply coming into the market is targeting that $500 a night and up segment. So we feel like we're sort of pioneers in allowing the average Joe to enjoy destinations like South Beach and Coconut Grove and Manhattan. Yeah. Since 2005, insurance has become a big challenge. It's a major piece of our P&Ls, especially the coastal areas. Our Spring Hill Hotel, our Marriott Spring Hill over by the medical district, was recognized by Zurich as being one of the most hurricane-proof hotels in the city because we probably paid a significant amount of money to upgrade that hotel to make it withstand, Category 5 hurricane, whereas South Beach, given the fact that you're surrounded by water, it continues to be a major challenge. So what we've typically done is align ourselves with the bigger companies, the Marriotts and the Hyatts, if you will, to try and package our insurance with some of their other properties and diversify the risk and buy down our premiums that way. We're developing the AC by Marriott on 29th and Collins right now, and we actually, at a very late stage of the pre-development process, decided to increase the height of the building by 3 feet. And that was solely related to the fact that that part of Miami Beach, that Indian Creek, Collins Avenue section, just as a result of rising tides. We're not even talking about rising sea level, just rising tides. October, November, December, it was as late as last week. You've got water coming through the what's it called? The drains, the sewers. Yeah. So I mean, we look at it as an opportunity too. Also, I mean, eventually maybe it'll become like Venice, you know, and we'll have a gondola bring you to your hotel room.